Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll return it. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The give to the tailback. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job of reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they look like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's going to go for a big one. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about?
And the ball is picked off. He didn't get a lot on the return, but, man, he set his offense up at the 30.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing. Guys,
here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive, David. Wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Hand off from the shotgun.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. He'll set up to throw. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game. And they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run. Still running at the 40. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team. You want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the 1st down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy. Quickly complete.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Give to the single back. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The option look. He'll pitch it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And they did tack on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top. He looks that one in nicely. The expressway is wide open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Florida State! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gets it out quickly. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They knock him down right there.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
They'll go right back to it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're trying to get to him. Moves away as he feels pressure. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
The completion well past the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is, too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Using his legs to buy some time. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Running toward the tape. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. And the defense doing work. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes his connection. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Trying to find his man on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, no! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Makes the grab. At the 35, he's got room. Hits the accelerator to the right. Inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggie.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He's going to bring it out from deep. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dialing up a second down pass play. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, looking for the completion. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over, so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He's going to pass. Lets it fly. To the end zone and is picked off. Trying to take it back. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Got a man. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To the air, it's Reed. Got the quick pass. At the 35, he's loose. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They're going back to the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown Seminoles. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulsa. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And the Aggies headed quickly to the line.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understand.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Reed. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's got his man. Strong, firm tackle. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw for it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Texas A&M, 28.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Now they'll run it on the toss. At the 45 on his way. Got a lot of running room. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Florida State. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll put the tight end in motion. Got enough for the first down. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Reed. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Quarterback extends the play. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got him downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Texas A&M going up tempo.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. He's looking for a man on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. To throw, it's Reed. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
On the option. At the 40, there he goes. Nothing but green ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. He's looking to throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He wants to throw. Coming after it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Texas A&M going quickly. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. At the 20. Giving him his pads. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick six, but they're set up on the doorstep.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Reed. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pressure coming. Gets away from one. At the 35, he's open. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
Timeout.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. To the air on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Feeling some heat. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Aggies! And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.